Hello, this is the GeoComply Remote Darts League, brought to you by FSB, the sports betting and gaming platform supplier. And our thanks go to our sponsors, GeoComply. 16 players are competing in our second edition of the Remote Darts League, with 4 players taking part across 6 matches per evening. That means every player takes part in 5 separate sessions of darts, playing 3 matches each. And yesterday, we began our 4th phase of play. Are you still with me? Good. It all becomes a little clearer, of course, when we take a look at our Remote Darts League table. And you will see that 4 players have now completed 12 matches. They're all aiming for the top 4 for finals night. 1 week tonight, in fact. Yesterday, more frustration for Tina Osborne without a win and bottom of the league. Darren Heroini beat both Osborne and Justin Thompson to add 4 points to his total and sits in 10th place. Thompson remains in the top 4, but with just 1 win yesterday over Osborne. The big mover was Jim Williams. An excellent night for him with 3 consecutive 6-1 victories, and he moves up to 3rd place on 16 points, level with our RDL 1 finalists James Richardson and Paul Hogan, both of whom are unbeaten after 9 games at this time around. If you look at positions 5 down to 12, there are 8 players with just 3 points separating them. And 3 of those gentlemen are with us tonight. It's a battle of the O'Sheas in our second match, with England's Tony taking on Ireland's John. But coming up first, it's the USA's Larry Butler, who takes on the only female player to have registered a win thus far, England's Laura Turner. Good evening, Laura.
Good evening.
Yeah. And good afternoon to Larry.
Good evening, Richard.
Yeah, we begin with the Larry and Laura show. Prepared to get tongue-tied this evening with Larry, Laura and the 2 O'Sheas. Anything could happen. Larry, I'll say good afternoon. Just to remind our viewers, you're based in Ohio, so 5 hours behind the UK. A nice, what would that be now, 4 p.m, a nice start for you.
Yeah, that's a nice, comfortable start.
Lovely.
And Laura, New Zealanders.
I know, New Zealand and Australia have had the tough mornings. We can keep saying good evening today, which is good. Laura in Byfleet, Surrey. Another lovely sunny day here in the UK, Laura.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, no, really nice.
So have you been relaxing in the sun, or have you been on the practice board?
Bit of both. Bit of work in the morning, and then luckily the kids had an inset day today, so there was no school work, which was lovely. And yeah, a bit of sunshine this afternoon. So yeah, feel nice and relaxed, ready for tonight.
Lovely. There's a question we must ask you, following on the last show that we did, when you wished your mum a happy birthday. Did she have a good birthday, Laura? We all need to know.
She did. She had a lovely day. Yeah, no, it was really nice. Yeah, it's first time I've seen her in about 2.5 months. Obviously, keeping our social distance, but yeah, no, it was lovely, and we managed to get some nice messages to her. So thanks for everyone.
Excellent. And Larry, how are things over there with you? You still playing any other online darts, or is it just the Remote Darts League now?
At the moment, it's just the Remote Dart League. We do have a match next weekend scheduled in Pennsylvania, where there's like 8 of us getting together and actually playing in person. So new experience there. Excellent.
Okay, good. I'm glad there's a bit of progress. Everyone really wanting to get out there and play darts, as long as we stay safe, of course. Laura, we talk about the form over the last few sessions, we'll call them. Up and down for you in the last one. Disappointed overall with your results. There were positive moments. You just said not enough of them.
Yeah. I mean, nice 140 checkout, and I think I followed it up the next leg with like a 26 or a 45. I mean, you just don't want to be doing that. So, as I say, it was a bit back to the drawing board, kind of trying to hit it like I did the first couple of weeks. So, yeah, hopefully a bit more consistency, a bit more positivity, and then just taking those opportunities when they come. Because as I said before, that's key. Especially, this is a step up in terms of how I've got to play. So yeah, just taking those chances.
Yeah, and with the way that the Remote Darts League is structured, of course, all 16 of you are in one league table, but you can treat each session as a mini tournament. And Larry, I know you were disappointed as well with how things went in your last outing. You defeated Stacey Pace, but then defeats to Justin Thompson and Paul Hogan. They're both flying high in the league, of course, but from your own point of view, you weren't pleased with the results.
Yeah, I definitely think I let one get away there, at least with Justin anyway. But, you know, still have 2 more nights, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, indeed. And both of your personal goals. I mean, Larry, I still think you have a good chance. You know, as I said, the points between so many places are so close. So a good session for you, and it puts you right back in the mix. And Laura, for you, I know we made the headline, of course. You won your very first game of the tournament. But now you're looking for your next points on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just keeping, just trying to keep the standard up for myself, and putting the pressure on the guys, and hopefully sneaking a point or two. That's the goal, really. We're all coming up here to win. None of us want to lose. So it's just hopefully playing your game on the night.
Okay, well, let's get this game on, Laura and Larry.
All right, good. All the best, Laura.
Yeah, and you, Larry.
So, as you can see from our graphic there, every match is the best of 10 legs. So the first player that reaches 6 gets 2 points on the league table. But, of course, being 10 legs, we can have a 5-5 draw. That is possible. And yeah, reminder, the 2 other players in this little group of 4 this evening, Tony O'Shea, England's Tony, that is, and Ireland's John O'Shea. They're going to be up next. Here we have Larry Butler, of course. We know him as the World Match Play Champion back in 1994. He rolled back the years 21 years later with a run to the Winmore World Masters Final. Laura, quarter-finalist at the World Championships at the Indigo in January. And when both players are set, it will be Larry that gets this match underway.
Okay, I'm all set.
Yeah, ready when you are. Good luck, Larry.
Good luck, Laura.
First leg, it's Larry to throw first. Game on.
$60.
60.
180.
The first 180 goes to Larry Butler.
$83.
96.
100.
43.
60.
Larry requires 122.
82.
100.
Larry, you require 40.
30.
Laura requires a 98.
Yeah, 2 darts.
Yeah, great 2-dot finish there. The 98, Laura Turner takes the first leg. Second leg, Laura to throw first.
Uh, 60.
45.
47.
$42.
41.
$81.
60.
180.
Second 180 for Larry.
30.
Larry requires 153.
57.
45.
Larry requires 96.
64.
28.
Larry requires 32.
No score.
$60.
Larry requires 32.
24.
Laura, you require 170.
45.
Larry, you require 8.
First start.
Finds it for the second leg, Larry Butler. Third leg, it's Larry to throw first.
$100.
81.
40.
60.
140.
60.
180.
A third 180 for Larry.
60.
Larry, you require 41.
Third dart.
Yeah, finds it. So the third leg goes to Larry Butler. Fourth leg, Laura to throw first.
60.
100.
100.
140.
60.
180.
A fourth 180, Larry Butler.
100.
Larry, you require 81.
Ah, 69.
55.
Larry, you require 12.
6.
Laura, you require 126.
86.
Larry, you require 6.
3rd dart.
Yes, the double 3 to take the 4th leg, Larry Butler. 5th leg, Larry, to throw first.
$100.
43.
100.
40.
28.
100.
96.
60.
85.
100.
Larry, you require 92.
2 darts.
Yeah, great 2-dart kill there, the 92. 5th leg, Larry Butler. 6th leg, Laura, to throw first.
$100.
60.
140.
134.
55.
44.
85.
57.
Laura requires 121.
45.
80.
Laura, you require 76.
36.
Larry, you require 126.
67.
Laura, you require 40.
Oh, no score.
Larry, you require 59.
24.
Laura, you require 40.
30.
Larry, you require 35.
3rd dart.
Nice
Yep, the double 16's in. It's the 6th leg to Larry Butler. 7th leg, Larry to throw first.
140.
81.
45.
41.
45.
97.
45.
100.
47.
52.
125.
Laura, you require 130.
25 left. 105.
Larry, you require 54.
2nd dart.
Game shot and the match to Larry Butler.
Unlucky, Laura.
No, well played, Larry.
You missed.
Laura, so close there on the 130 at the end.
Made me pay for missing the doubles in that first leg.
Yeah, no, I was hoping to make you pay a few more times, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, Larry summed it up. That very first leg, beautiful check out, the 98, Laura, to steal that one. And Larry was missing again in the second. And if you'd have kept closer order there, maybe that was the chance to pounce. I don't know.
Definitely. No, definitely. I was frustrated. It's one of those things in darts. You have legs like that. Everyone does. I hadn't put any pressure on Larry. Larry didn't have to hit the double. But if I was anywhere near him, then I might have.
I'm just happy you took it easier on me than my fellow North American Dave Cameron.
I promise I wasn't trying to.
I'm sure you.
Another key shot, and I always like to mention the double threes, of course, my favourite double. But Laura, you were sat waiting on top, so Larry hit the double three in the fourth leg, last starting hand. That could have quite easily gone to 2-2. So Larry, that was probably a big moment for you.
Yeah, I wasn't at all certain that was going to go in when it left my hand.
Well, the 180s were certainly going in. 4 in 4 legs, Larry. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, that was. I guess it's just warming up before I start. They were feeling pretty good.
We're going to be seeing you both throughout the evening. So, Larry, you're going to be back to take on Tony O'Shea, and Laura, a couple of games off for you, and you'll be back to take on John O'Shea.
Lovely.
All right, good luck the rest of the night, Laura.
Yeah, and you, Larry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, we'll see both of those later on. And as I've been mentioning, the Battle of the O'Sheas coming up next. John versus Tony. Welcome back to the Geo Comply Remote Darts League, and the one we've all been looking forward to. It's O'Shea versus O'Shea. So let's say hello to Tony and John.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Now, we were going to have the father and son music lined up, as per John's request.
Yeah, but who's
Now,
who?
John. Yeah, John O'Shea, tell us how all this begun. I mean, we know you share a surname, but there's a story.
There's a small story. A few years back, we were in the Isle of Man, and this guy came up to me and he says to me, "Is there any chance you'll sign your name on the card?" And of course, nobody ever asked me to sign my name on the card before. So I said to him, "I think you're looking for Tony." And he said, "No." He says, "I asked your father earlier on and he signed it." He said, "Go ask you." So there was guys talking at the bar. They were saying, "Jesus, Tony O'Shea's son is throwing some darts down there." But I said, he'd be like his father. What about it?
Yeah,
And
that's what the Isle of Man does to you.
I had said it to Tony. And Tony said, "You know what? Run with it. We'll have a bit of a crack off it." We have the sign from the Isle of Man still. Look. Can you see that?
Yes, centre up slightly. Just bring it towards you, John. There we go. The other O'Shea, lovely.
Not Tony.
I've actually dined out a few times on him winning the Masters.
Tony, I mean,
every time we go into a venue, I just say, "All right, father," and he says, "Okay, son." And people are looking at they're a bit wary of it, until I think they're afraid to ask either one of the two of us, but that's just all good crack. It's all good crack.
I must have had you when I was 4. Game on.
Well, John O'Shea, a proud Irish international. Tony, you've probably asked this many times, but are there links to Irish in the family?
Of course. I think I'm the oldest of 7 in England, but the rest of my family were born in Ireland. Obviously, all the roots go back to County Mayo and Monaghan. So massive roots. And if things had gone a bit different in the early 80s with Mr. Johnny Gwynn, I'd played for Ireland in about 82, 83. So I think I might have held a record there of most caps if I'd have played for Ireland in them days. But obviously, I'd have loved to have played just for my father, But I went on to captain England, so I'm not too disappointed.
I was just going to say that he's won the World Cup singles for England, so he didn't do too bad. Guys, we're talking about family and roots, but what about darts? Have you played each other on the circuit?
Malta, I think. I played Tony in Malta a few years ago. I don't know whether it was the quarterfinals or the semi-finals, and it was my first time. I've adored Tony for donkey's years. Just love everything about him, and when I got an opportunity to play him in Malta, it didn't matter about the result. It was just the fact that I stood on the same line as one of the greatest men that ever threw darts, in my eyes anyway, But
always lovely words before a match, Tony, to hear.
Yeah, it's not affecting me at all. Lovely words, obviously. But I mean, we've met each other hundreds of times at different events, obviously representing, during the internationals. But I think Malta about 2-3 years ago was the one and only time we've played. And but I mean, obviously, anyone who knows John knows he's a character. He loves to sing his songs and tell jokes, and I mean, he never shuts up. To be honest, I love him to death, but he never shuts up.
Right, well, we're going to ask him now. We're going to ask John for the very best of order as we get the practice starts going. Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck with that. All the best, John. Good luck, son.
Good luck, pops.
Yeah, so there we have it. The two O'Sheas going head to head. We'll just stick throughout this match to John and Tony. Simple as that. And again, it's the first to 6 to pick up the 2 points. Could see a 5-5 draw. And as you can see from the graphic there, it's going to be Tony that starts the match.
I'm happy now if the boy is.
The
Yeah,
father's happy,
I'm
so
going to.
is son. So this is it. The first leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game
All
on.
the best, John boy.
Best of luck, Tom.
All the best, love. 61.
93.
60.
60.
180.
The first 180 to Tony.
100.
60.
100.
Tony requires 140.
130.
John requires 158.
134.
Tony, you require 10.
No score.
John, you require 24.
And 1.
Game shot and the first leg, John O'Shea. Second leg, it's John that throws first.
One hundred.
100.
100.
40.
58.
140.
60.
91.
59.
Tony requires 130.
58.
John, you require 124.
56.
Tony, you require 72.
32.
John, you require 68.
In 2.
Game shot and the second leg to John. Third leg, Tony to throw first.
22.
97.
60.
60.
123.
78.
100.
40.
140.
97.
Tony requires 56.
46.
John requires 129.
77. 82.
Tony requires 10.
10 in 1, Rich.
It's game shot and the third leg to Tony O'Shea. John O'Shea throws first in the fourth.
41.
81.
140.
45.
140.
140.
100.
65.
John, you require 80.
60.
Tony, you require 170.
60.
John requires 20.
In 1.
Game shot and the fourth leg to John. Fifth leg, Tony to throw first.
60.
140.
100.
180.
First 180 for John.
60.
140.
100.
John requires 41.
2.
11 dart leg for John O'Shea takes the 5th leg. 6th leg John to throw first.
$100.
45.
45.
100.
60.
100.
100.
140.
60.
Tony requires 116.
100.
John requires 136.
100.
Tony requires 16.
8.
John, you require 36.
2.
Yeah, the 6th leg goes to John. 7th leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$60.
180.
A second 180 for John O'Shea.
100.
57.
60.
100.
One, 3, 4.
John requires 164.
Ah, 76. 96.
Tony requires 147.
$99.
John requires 68.
In 2.
It's game, shot, and the match to John O'Shea.
Hard luck, Pops.
Well done, John.
Good ass, son.
Yeah, well done, Johnson. Clean finishing there. I know it was something that concerned you last time out. But for Tony O'Shea, I mean, I don't need to remind you of the first couple of legs, Tony. Clear darts at double. And that really changed the complex of the whole match, didn't it? It could have been 2-0 the other way.
I think it wasn't just 2 legs. I think there was 3 or 4 legs there. I had chances. And if you don't hit your doubles, you don't win games of darts. Simple as. And when the boy got the chances, he took them. So well done, John, lad.
Thanks, Doran.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice 11 darter in there, John, and some clean combination. You like that 68 finish? That's a favourite in this one.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Whatever about the scoring and stuff like that, like I you know, it's that, isn't it? One night you hit them, another night you don't hit them. It'd be frustrating. It's frustrating for a dart player. Frustrating for me because I'm very competitive and I hate to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at Tony going for those doubles in the first couple of legs, at any point I'm expecting you to say, game shot, they look close, they look in, but they weren't there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just tonight. It's probably the last 30 years, to be honest.
I trust it's all in the book, Tony. It's all in the book.
Yeah, it will be. I'm about 4 chapters in at the moment.
Okay, well, Tony, you're going to return straight away. You're taking on Larry Butler. And John, we say goodbye for now. You're going to return to take on Laura Turner. Thank you both. The battles of the O'Sheas are complete, but we'll see you both later on this evening.
Well done, son.
Yes, father.
Yes, John and Tony say goodbye for now. But Tony returns, as I say, to take on Larry Butler. welcome back to our third game of the evening here at the GeoComply Remote Darts League. And it sees Tony O'Shea versus Larry Butler. Hello again, gents.
Hello, Richard.
Good evening, Richie. Again?
Well, contrasting fortunes in the first matches. Larry, a positive start for you against Laura Turner.
Yeah, Laura was kind to me. Except for the first leg.
For Tony. Yeah, exactly. But Tony, John wasn't too kind to you. I mean, you missed your own opportunities, as you said, but John took his.
Yeah, I mean that's what the game is, isn't it? You get a chance, you take it, and he took lots of them there. I mean, I missed the 140, I missed a few other doubles as well early on in the game, and I think once that 11 dart went in, I thought, well, it's not my night so far. So, but again, that's that game gone, and fresh game now. So I've had like 3 or 4 minutes to get over it and sort it out.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't give you long. Hopefully, it wasn't John's kind-hearted speech, Tony. Because if you like, we can get Larry to be nasty.
No, it honestly doesn't bother me. You can be nasty, you can be nice. I just try and do my little bit anyway. But
I'm a big fan.
Well, I'm going to say this to you both. I'm going to say this to you both with the greatest of respect. You've both been around the block as far as darts is concerned.
Yeah, but Tony has the best walk-on music ever.
It's so cheesy. I do like it, but it's so cheesy.
Yeah, I know. Everybody loves it, though.
Thank you, Larry.
I think Tony actually prefers.
I believe the blocks are bigger in America anyway.
What was that?
Nothing, dear.
Yeah, I think Tony actually prefers the Bruce Chanel version, don't you, from Dirty Dancing?
From the 60s, yeah. I think it was the year I was born, 61, I think, Bruce Chanel, the original. But I love old music, but that was a nice twist on it, and it does get the crowd going. And yeah, I've heard it once or twice over the last 20 years.
Long way to continue. Gents, any head-to-head memories between each other? Larry, can you remember taking on Tony?
I think one leg at the World Cup in Nova Scotia is the only time I remember playing Tony.
Well, I don't remember the game, but I know we won the World Cup, so I'm happy with that. I think I was captain as well. So.
Not in Nova Scotia. You guys lost to America 9-2, I think.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Do you mean
St. John?
Scotland beat us in the finals there.
Did we not win the?
That wasn't Nova Scotia. That was Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. I'm sorry. My bad. Newfoundland.
I've only been to Canada once.
It's a big place, let's be fair.
It's a long way away, I know that. I think my team that day, I was captain. I think it was Mr. Durrant, Glenn Durrant,
right.
Steve Bunting, and Scotty Waits.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's right. So you're actually both. Yeah, you're both correct because England won the cup overall, but
right.
America lost to Scotland in the team time. Yes.
I remember telling Mr. Ashdown in the bar the night before that we were going to beat the English team, and he laughed at me.
Yeah, none of that's true. I certainly would be found in a bar. Well, gents, we look forward to this head-to-head. Let's bring it on.
Yes. Good luck, Tony.
All the best, Larry.
All the best.
Cheers, brother.
Well, no confusion over locations here this evening. Tony, a Stockport man here in England, and Larry Butler over in Dayton, Ohio, 5 hours behind us. It's England versus the USA. And in this one, it's going to be Tony that starts the match.
I'm ready when Larry is, mate.
I'm all set, Tony.
All the best, mate. Have a good game, Larry.
All the best. You too, Tony.
Good night.
Tony to throw first. Game on.
Is that sneaky last one? 100.
58.
All in, Richie. 180.
180 in the first leg for Tony O'Shea.
$100.
91.
140.
Tony requires 130.
58.
41.
Tony requires 72.
32.
130.
Tony requires 40.
Gaming 2.
Yeah, the first leg goes to Tony O'Shea. Second leg, Larry to throw first.
$57.
60.
140.
41.
60.
60.
100.
140.
Larry, you require 144.
44.
54.
Larry requires 100.
3rd dart.
Nice, 2 double tops to take the second leg, Larry Butler. Third leg, Tony to throw first.
100.
98.
100.
100.
60.
57.
$60.
180.
First 180 for Larry, one apiece.
$100.
Larry, you require 66.
Ah, 26.
Tony requires 81.
$56.
Larry, you require 40.
Third dart.
Game shot and the third leg to Larry Butler. Fourth leg, it's Larry to throw first.
$76.
$60.
$121.
$59.
$95.
$66.
$140.
All in 180.
Second 180 for Tony, but Larry requires 69.
$37.
Tony requires 136.
$100.
Larry, you require 32.
Come on, Larry. 16.
Tony on 36.
Sneaky last one. 36 in 3.
It's game shot and the fourth leg, Tony O'Shea. Fifth leg, it's Tony that throws first.
$100.
$140.
$60.
$180.
A second 180 for Larry, two apiece.
All in 180.
Back to back, Tony hits his third.
$121.
Tony on 161.
$97.
Larry requires 60.
Oh, come on, Larry. 40.
Tony on 64.
That's 64, not the original way, but 2 doubles.
It's there, is it?
Yeah, single 2 doubles.
He's found it.
Sorry.
The fifth leg goes to Tony O'Shea. The sixth leg, it's Larry to throw first.
$140.
$60.
26.
$80.
83.
60.
81.
85.
89.
60.
Larry requires 82.
66.
Tony on 156.
38.
Larry requires 16.
First start.
Game shot and the sixth leg to Larry Butler. Seventh leg, Tony to throw first.
$140.
43.
140.
123.
140.
59.
Tony on 81.
69.
60.
Tony requires 12.
Give me 2.
Game shot and the 7th leg to Tony O'Shea. 8th leg, Larry to throw first.
100.
100.
100. Oh no, I'm sorry. 81. 81.
Watch out, mate. 95.
100.
140.
140.
134.
Larry requires 80.
2nd dart.
Yeah, good finish there. 2 darts for the 80 to make it 4-4. So that means we're going all the way. 2 more legs to play. 9th leg, Tony to throw first.
85.
140.
60.
100.
95.
140.
95.
Larry, you require 121.
41.
42.
Larry, you require 80.
60.
Tony, you require 124.
44.
Larry requires 20.
10.
Tony requires 80.
28.
Larry requires 10.
First start.
Game shot and the 9th leg to Larry Butler. The 10th and final leg, it's Larry to throw first.
$180.
Third 180 for Larry.
85.
$100.
100.
Come on, Larry. 66.
100.
Larry on 155.
82.
100.
Larry, you require 73.
53.
Tony, you require 116.
That's 116 in 3, Rich.
Marvellous. An excellent finish there to a brilliant match to take the 10th leg, Tony O'Shea, and a 5-5 draw.
Nice finish, Tony. Good darts.
Great game of darts.
Yeah, 3 180s apiece, 5 legs apiece, and I felt about midway through, gents, that felt like a draw, but I didn't think it was going to end quite like that, Tony. Larry starts the deciding leg, having broke through the leg before with a 180. Were you feeling at one point it may have gone? That 116, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I stole it at the end. He seemed to get away, even though it was pretty tight. I always thought I was chasing that game, but yeah, I thought I played all right, but just wasn't quite on it. But I'm well happy with that draw. That nice finish at the end there, that's made me feel a lot better. But Larry played well early on, and he's scoring really well tonight.
Yeah, as were you. And we had that great leg sort of mid-match where you both hit 180s. There were back-to-back shots there. Larry had a chance at an 11-dart finish. I don't know if you remember that, Larry. You've gone 180, 140, left 60 after 9. And then Tony unconventionally hit double-double to finish the 64.
Right. I do remember that.
Yeah, that looks good in the pub on an exhibition, but you don't mean it in a proper match.
But then I guess the key moment before the end, you go in at 4-4, all looks good. Larry has a brilliant scoring leg, breaks through to go 5-4. And Larry, you must have felt terrific. Last leg leading off with a 180. Perfect start.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good. He stayed with me the whole last leg though, and finished the big out. I missed a dart or two there, but hats off to Tony. It's a good shot.
Yeah, we had some picture issues, Tony, throughout the game, and at times we couldn't see your board clearly. At that 116 right at the end, it actually added to the drama for me because I was hanging on your word to check if it was in.
Well, it's there. Trust me, I've not touched them.
I know Tony wouldn't make anything up there.
It just added to the drama of it all, waiting for you to confirm the game shot.
Oh, did you miss the 181 finish the game before then? Yeah.
Superb entertainment, fellas. Absolutely brilliant. And you're both back. You're both back for another game, I'm glad to say. Larry, you have to do it all again against another O'Shea. This time it's John.
Right, the younger one, right?
Oh, hang on a minute.
I don't think there's much difference, to be honest.
Well, I think Larry's enjoying this because usually he's the one on the age jokes.
When you were talking about the father or son, I was like, which one's the father? Which one would be the son?
Thank you, Larry. I love you.
I love you too, Tony.
And Tony, after rescuing that point there, I mean, that's not the most remarkable comeback you've had to get a draw. You were 5-0 down in another match, so let's have some perspective here. But you do take on Laura Turner in the last match of the evening.
Yeah, I mean, she's been awesome. Obviously the girls, they've played brilliant, but Laura's been the standout lady player, and obviously it doesn't get any easier, and she's playing brilliant. She's a great player, full stop. So, the work's not done.
No, absolutely not. And gentlemen, we thank you for the entertainment, and we'll see you again very soon.
Cheers.
Thank you, Richard.
Cheers, Larry.
Cheers, bro. Tony.
So our other two players back in action very shortly, John O'Shea and Laura Turner. we're sorry to keep you waiting, but we do return for match number 4 of the Geo Comply Remote Darts League here this evening. And it's Ireland's joker, John O'Shea, taking on England's own Laura Turner. They're both busy warming up already. We won't keep them too long. We'll just get a quick wave out of our two players. There's Laura, or at least the hand of. There she is. Yeah, she's like me. She has to stand on a stool in front of the board if she's going to say hello. There's John. But they're both warmed up and ready to go. So I think we can just get straight on with this game. It's the best of 10 once again. It is John that begins once the players are set.
I'm ready when you are, John.
Okay, John?
Yeah, I'm good.
Have a good game, John.
Yeah, you too, Laura.
John, throw first. Game on.
$120.
40.
81.
100.
40.
40.
We're up.
Yeah.
60.
100.
140.
John requires 160.
100.
Laura, you require 161.
100.
John requires 60.
2.
Shot and the first leg to John O'Shea. Second leg, Laura to throw first.
55.
60.
30.
180.
The first 180 of the match goes to John O'Shea.
60.
100.
60.
John requires 161.
99.
Oh dear. 87.
Was your last score 89, John?
99 Richard, 20, triple 20, single 19, or single 19, yeah. 89.
So 99. Sorry, I'm not hearing you very clearly. That's all. I just want to make sure you're on 72. Is that correct?
Yeah, the triple 20, single 20, 19. So I think is it 62 left?
Be on 62. 99 scored. Yeah.
Yeah.
62 remaining.
Forty.
John, you require 32.
1.
Game shot on the second leg to John O'Shea. And third leg, it's John to throw first.
$140.
81.
$100.
55.
Sorry, John. Can you repeat that?
81.
60.
41.
60.
John requires 139.
59.
60.
John requires 80.
66, Richard. 13, 1, 14, 66.
66.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
So 14 remaining, yeah?
24 scored. 56 left.
14 scored, okay. 66 remaining.
24 scored.
So 55-6. Okay, 24. Thank you. Sorry, John, we're going to sort the sound at the end of the leg. No problem.
Yeah, it's okay, mate.
64.
John requires 56.
Twenty-four.
Laura on 121.
$57.
John on 32.
In two.
Okay, John, game shot and the third leg, John O'Shea. We're just having a few problems with John's connection there. So we're going to hold the game after this third leg, and we'll be back with you very, very shortly. Welcome to the world of transmitting darts remotely. We do have technical issues from time to time, but you haven't missed a dart, we hope, because we left the match after the third leg. John leading 3-0, and in the fourth leg, it will be Laura to throw first. Are both players ready once again?
Yeah.
Okay, so away we go, Laura. Game on.
Okay. $85.
100.
45.
Mark, you want?
$45.
60.
$60.
100.
$41.
60.
81.
John requires 140.
In 3.
Oh, great.
Wonderful game shot. And the fourth leg, a 140 check out to John O'Shea. Fifth leg, it's John to throw first.
Ah, Jesus, John. 81. No, oh yeah, 81, sorry, yeah.
$41.
134.
How much, John?
134.
134, thank you.
$85.
125.
Oh, look. Okay, away with one, but 90. I'll take them all.
90. John on 161.
99.
100.
John requires 62.
Forty-two.
100.
John requires 20.
And 1.
Game shot on the fifth leg to John O'Shea. Sixth leg, Laura to throw first.
$55.
180.
Second 180 of the match for John.
$85.
96.
Yeah, 43.
55.
135.
John requires 170.
41.
41.
41.
John requires 129.
57.
Laura, you require 142.
81.
John, you require 72.
In 2.
Game shot and the match to John O'Shea.
Yeah, Laura.
Oh, nice starts, John. Hang on, I'm coming. This has got me getting up.
Oh, frustrating match in every sense there, Laura.
Whoa, yes.
And now she's got to find her step.
I know. Not that. My kids are using it as an excuse not to brush their teeth anymore because it's living downstairs.
Well, time to order another one. Tell Mr. Turner.
I will.
Yeah, we apologise for both John and I there having the technical issues, Laura. You know, nothing on your part, but sorry if it affected your game in any way there. But I think John's performance affected your game more than anything.
Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, when you're playing over this kind of platform, you expect things to happen. If you let that upset you, then you know, you're going to be upset for a while. It's just the nature of what it is. It's just John played better, or I didn't play well enough. So it's pretty simple.
Yeah, well, each and every leg, Laura, you were down to a finish, and John didn't give you the chance. John finished really well through that game.
Yeah, definitely. He's a bully.
Yeah, John, I must say, with all your frustrations that you had a few days ago, you've got to be happy with your finishing here. Every time you've walked up with a finish, you know, shots at double, you've been taking them.
Yeah, I've worked on it over the past few days, my finishing, you know. But you know, I know what Laura's capable of. I've stood behind Laura before against her, you know, and I know what she's quite capable of. And if you give her a chance, she will take it. You know, I don't treat anybody any differently. You know, it's a game of darts at the end of the day. That's the bottom line. I'm there to win. Laura's there to win. But she's an exception. She is an exceptional darter. You know, she's not ranked 5, 6 in the world for nothing.
Absolutely, and we all know that. But from your own point of view, and of course, like you said, you've got to concentrate on your own game. You're picking up some points here this evening, and you could really put a late challenge in here. You've got one more game to go. You're up next again against Larry Butler, who's also having a great evening. So this could be a brilliant match coming up. Yeah,
well, you know, it changes. Everybody knows that plays this game that it can change in the heartbeat. Richard, you're around the game long enough to know as well as I am, and Laura and Larry and everybody else that's playing in this league. Like, the bottom line is, like, if you don't perform, you will be beaten. Bottom line, that's it.
Absolutely. And talking about being around a long time, Laura, you've got Tony O'Shea at the end of the night.
I thought you were implying me then.
Not at all. Not at all. You probably started earlier than, well, maybe me as well. But you know, you were great as a youth player, weren't you? You had a great career already as a baby.
I've played a few years. Yeah.
Yes.
honestly, I've looked forward to every single night, but tonight it was one of those ones I was really looking forward to. I'm disappointed so far with the way that I've performed, and I'm hoping I've saved it all up for the legend that is Tony O'Shea at the end.
Okay, well,
I've never played him before, so I just hope to give him a game.
okay, well, something for us all to look forward to. Thank you both for now. John, you're going to be right back with us, so hold tight there, and Laura, you're back with us the game after.
Well done, John.
Yeah, so as I say, John will be returning right away to take on Larry Butler. Well, we're muddling our way through night number 14 of 20 league nights of the GeoComply Remote Darts League, and all eyes are to our finals night that takes place 1 week today, Monday the 8th of June. Only 4 spots available. Both of our players coming up have one eye on a top 4 finish. Both going well tonight. The man from the USA, Larry Butler, versus the man from Ireland, John O'Shea. They're both warming up nicely. We'll just get a quick wave of hello from both. We won't keep them for a chat. We're going to get right on with the play. Hello, John. Hello, Larry.
Hello, Richard.
All going well.
Hi, Larry.
We don't want to break your rhythm, Larry. Keep going. No problem. Keep practicing. We're going to do a best of 10 leg match. If one of them can reach 6, they pick up 2 points on our Remote Darts League table, or we could be seeing a 5-5 draw. That's what we saw when Larry took on Tony O'Shea earlier this evening. Both unbeaten tonight so far. Okay, John?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to be starting the match?
I'm good whenever.
Okay. Now, away we go, John. Game on.
So, Larry.
All the best, John.
What do you want?
Uh, 125.
$100.
85.
$100.
58.
60.
60.
58.
133.
John requires 142.
110.
Larry requires 40.
3rd dart.
Game shot on the first leg, Larry Butler. Second leg, it's Larry to throw first.
Uh, 140.
100.
100.
100.
54.
180.
First 180 of the match, John O'Shea.
$57.
John requires 121.
57.
Larry requires 150.
118.
John requires 64.
And 3.
Game shot on the second leg. John O'Shea. Third leg, John to throw first.
$100.
45.
60.
85.
60.
57.
100.
51.
97.
55.
John requires 84.
72.
95.
John requires 12.
In 2.
Game shot on the third leg. John O'Shea. Fourth leg is Larry to throw first. Game.
24.
100.
60.
60.
123.
180.
Second 180 for John O'Shea.
85.
John requires 161.
Bloody hell. 62, 99. Oh, Jesus. I've to add that up. 60, 57, 117, 119.
Yes, indeed.
$95.
John requires 42.
In 2.
Game shot and the fourth leg to John O'Shea. Fifth leg, John to throw first.
59.
134.
180.
Third 180 for John.
$180.
Back to back, the first for Larry.
Ah, 41.
$140.
$83.
Larry, you require 47.
$27.
John, you require 138.
$43.
Larry requires 20.
First start.
Game shot and the fifth leg to Larry Butler. And sixth leg, Larry throws first.
$137.
$85.
$140.
$40.
$180.
The second 180 for Larry.
$140.
Larry requires 44.
$12.
$92.
Larry requires 32.
Second start.
Game shot and the sixth leg, Larry Butler. Seventh leg, John to throw first.
$140.
$42.
$140.
$95.
$83.
$60.
John requires 138.
$58.
$58.
And 3.
Yeah, 80 required, and 80 he gets for the seventh leg, John O'Shea. Eighth leg, Larry to throw first.
59.
$60.
60.
59.
135.
180.
Fourth 180, John O'Shea.
140.
128.
And Larry requires 107.
Uh, 81.
91 scored, I think, with the 15.
91. Yes, you're right.
Yep, 16 remaining. John on 74.
Oh, 34.
34 scored, and Larry requires 16.
Second.
Game shot, and the 8th leg to Larry Butler. So we're going all the way in this one. The 9th leg, it's John to throw first.
$44.
45.
40.
95.
100.
97.
100.
60.
John on 117.
59.
85.
John requires 58.
18.
Larry, you require 119.
79.
John, you require 40.
Get in there. In one.
Game shot and the 9th leg to John O'Shea. The 10th and final leg, it's Larry to throw first.
45.
One, 2, 1.
$140.
135.
97.
131. All right.
131. Treble 19, treble 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's lovely. 25.
John requires 114.
$98.
45.
John requires 16.
Yeah, boy. Get in there. Last start.
Good shot,
It
John.
is the last start indeed for the last leg. It's game shot and the match to John O'Shea.
Well done, Larry. Gee, that was a battle and a half.
Yeah, that was good. Good
Oh,
shooting.
Larry, you've had two terrific 10-leg encounters there. I think you can count yourself unfortunate in one sense that Tony O'Shea took out such a great shot to make it 5-5 in the last. And also unfortunate, in that 9th leg here, you wanted the 119 and you literally hit the wire of the double top. That would have given you
I
a
left
point
my hand. I
yourself
thought it was in there.
Yeah. But hey,
Good-
credit
good.
where it's due. A great
Yep.
final leg there, John O'Shea.
Good doors, John.
Thanks, Larry. It's a great game. Great game.
Yep. I enjoyed it.
The sweat's pouring off me.
Cheers.
I mean, John, again, you're finishing excellent. Good stuff all the way through and a really strong scoring leg in the last.
Yeah, I had to. I think Larry started with a 140 in the last leg. Or was it? No. I can't remember, to be honest, but I know I had to dig deep, Richard. You know what I mean? I had to dig deep there because I seen Larry's games tonight, and I knew I was in. It was going to be a battle. It wasn't going to be any 6-1, 6-0 job. I knew.
There were a couple of legs. There were a couple of legs in the middle of the match for Larry, where I think 2 legs straight he didn't have a visit without hitting 2 trebles. I mean, really strong scoring from Larry, but you answered it back. You hit 4 180s yourself, and 3 visits in a row in the last leg with 2 trebles. So the power scoring from both of you was good to see.
Yeah. Oh, I'm delighted. Probably my best night so far. I can smile. I'm a bit happy tonight.
Well, you certainly can. And looking, you say your best night so far. You've won 3 out of 3, which doesn't happen too often in the Remote Darts League. I think only the 5th time that it's happened.
Yeah, happy days. There's a lot of quality in this field. From everybody, so you have to be on your game. Bottom line, because at the end of the day, these boys and these ladies will punish you with a heartbeat. Saw it the other night with Lorraine when I played Lorraine in a just scoreline. Lorraine could have been 3-0 up just as fast. Laura tonight didn't perform as I know she can because I played against them before. I played against Laura in mixed doubles with Aaron and Grace Crane from Northern Ireland, and Laura is well able to hit that triple 20 without a shadow of a doubt,
Yeah,
so
you're right.
All those wins tonight, big time.
Yeah, I don't know how closely you look at the league or do the math, as we say over in the States, but you are
I look at everything, Richard.
Hey, well, do you know what position you're going to be in after tonight?
Go on.
Top.
Paul Hogan, James Richardson. Who's on top of the Premier League? Judah. Go
I mean,
on.
of course, you will have played 3 games more, but the fact remains you're going to end the evening absolutely top of the pile. Look, we have one more game to play, John. Some kind words from Larry. He's going to offer a cool one. Well done to you, and we're going to be back with one more game. So we must say farewell for now. Enjoy watching the league table at the end, John.
No bother. Thanks, Larry.
See you again later in the week.
Not a bother, Richard. So nobody.
Cheers, John. Cheers. Yes, and we will be back with that one more match. Tony O'Shea taking on Laura Turner. Yes, we're into our last match now at the Geo-Compliant Remote Darts League. After this one, we'll take a look at the league standings on our Remote Darts League table. But to complete our session, we welcome back two players from England, Tony O'Shea and Laura Turner. Good evening once again. Give us a wave. Warming up nice. There he is. There's Tony.
Hello.
Wave and a smile. There's the wave. There's the smile. All good. Look, we'll catch up with you both at the end of the game and look at how the evening's gone overall. But you're eager to play, and everybody's eager to get the match on. So we're going to get started straight away, and it's going to be Laura to throw first once the practice starts are over.
I'm already here, mate.
I'm ready if you're ready, Tony.
All the best, Princess.
Oh, and you, Tom.
First leg, it's Laura to throw first. Game on.
$100.
66.
45.
34.
55.
140.
Does. 26.
60.
55.
139.
100.
Tony requires 62.
Game in 3.
Yeah, game shot and the first leg to Tony O'Shea. Second leg, Tony to throw first.
$95.
13.
1-3.
Yeah, 1-3. 13.
Yeah. Thanks.
100.
85.
140.
26.
98.
$85.
Tony requires 68.
Game in 2.
That's
Game shot down the second leg to Tony O'Shea. Third leg, Laura to throw first.
That's 85.
That's Laura. $100.
That's 10.
Cheers, love.
Oh, dear. 26.
$59.
Yeah, 26.
See. 45.
$121.
That's Laura. $68.
$85.
$100.
That's
Laura, you require 158.
$45.
Tony requires 129.
Well, that was for the leg. I think there's 12 left, mate.
Yep, so 117.
That's the one.
And Laura requires 113.
Uh, 49 left, I think. No, check that. 62 scored.
51 left.
Yeah.
Tony on 12.
Give me one, mate.
Game shot and the third leg. Tony O'Shea.
That's 10.
Good luck.
Fourth leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$58.
Oh, 41.
$95.
$85.
That's That's that sneaky last one, 99.
$76.
99.
$60.
Tony on 150.
60.
$99.
Yeah.
Tony, you require 90.
It's 92, Rich.
Yeah, great shot again. The fourth leg, Tony O'Shea. Fifth leg, Laura to throw first.
$39.
Last one's in, that's 140.
That's Tony. $95.
Yeah, that's all right. 43.
$100.
That's all right. All three, 180.
Yeah, the first of the match goes to Tony O'Shea.
$45.
Tony, you require 138.
Sneaky last one, 98.
That's her.
There you go.
$45.
Tony, you require 40.
Third one's in, Rich.
Yep, the
33.
sneaky last one for the fifth leg, Tony O'Shea. Sixth leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$140.
$41.
$45.
Oh dear. 28. No, 26.
26 scored.
Yeah.
$100.
That's her. $45.
All in 180.
The second 180 of the match for Tony.
$41.
Tony requires 36.
Game in one, Rich.
Yeah, lovely leg.
Tony.
Great way to end a 13 dart finish there for Tony O'Shea. Well, Tony, the evening improved as we went along, didn't it?
Unfortunately, I do get better as the night goes on. As you know, some of them exhibitions in Holland at 2 a.m, I'm really good. but that's yeah. They either go or they don't. And early on, I missed some doubles, but I'm warming up now. But it's too late, really. The damage is done. But yeah, but I mean, Laura, she didn't play a normal game there. She's been brilliant this tournament, and that's just the way darts goes, unfortunately, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You two are both, you do a lot of commentary and media work in the darts. And Laura, we didn't need to look at your scores to see how you were feeling because your voice was telling us everything.
Do you know what? Right, so obviously we've had conversations about my mum, and my mum has said, "I know what you've scored before you've even done it," because you go, "Oh," and I'm trying ever so hard not to, but it's just a really natural reaction. And I've just been so disappointed. I can't help it. I speak through my voice, and I mean, Tony, look, I could have played 2-3 times better, and Tony still would have probably got the better of me because he's Tony O'Shea. I just don't get the chance to play him very often, and I would have liked to have given him a game. That was
you're actually more positive for Tony's scores than your own. That is true.
Bless you, Laura. Seriously, bless you.
Well, Tony, you're not completely out of this as far as the whole competition's concerned, but you'll need one heck of a final session because your final session sees you up against the 3 guys that you were with in the semi-finals of the first Remote Darts League, Paul Hogan, James Richardson and Jim Williams. That's going to be some night, isn't it, next Sunday?
Yeah, if I want to qualify, I'm going to have to beat I mean, James has been unbelievable. Jim's warming up nicely, and Paul Hogan's just Paul Hogan, steady, brilliant. So I think the odds are against me. So I think I might have a night off next Monday night. But anyway, you never know with darts, do you? I mean, if you're in there and you give it a go, you never know with darts.
You never know indeed. And Laura, you've taken on all 12 of the gentlemen now, and it's ladies' night on Friday.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Like, you know, we're here to play. You know, we've been invited here. We've enjoyed every second of it. All of us have, and it'd be great to kind of pit ourselves against each other and see what happens.
Yep, it can be a tournament in its own right. We do look forward to that.
Yeah.
We want to thank both of you for your company here this evening.
Thank you, Richard.
And we look forward to seeing you for your final session as we look to complete the tournament in the next 7 days. Thank you both.
Cheers, Rich. Good luck, Laura, on ladies' night. Go get them, girl.
Yeah, thank you.
God bless, Princess. Thank you, Laura.
Cheers, Tony.
Good, darling. Thank
you.
Far too friendly. Far too friendly.
Richard, that's what darts is.
He's always lovely. I think he calls me Princess because he can't remember my name half the time. But you know.
Princess, don't say that.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying the dialogue between the two. But we do have to wrap things up. Mute them. We're going to wrap things up and have a look at the league table after our how many nights now? 14 nights. 20 have been played. There is the results from tonight. You can see the star of the show was John O'Shea. 3 wins out of 3 over Tony, over Laura, and over Larry. So he put 6 points onto the scoreboard. It was an unfortunate night again for Laura, whereas Larry and Tony both picked up 3 points each. A couple of great 10-leg matches that Larry Butler was involved in. A brilliant draw from Tony and a great performance there at the end. So let's see how all of that feeds into our league table. And as I mentioned, right there on top now, after 12 matches played, is John O'Shea. He's ahead of those two guys we've been mentioning. They're both unbeaten after 9, James Richardson and Paul Hogan. But also Larry Butler and Tony O'Shea both adding 3 points to their tallies. If you look at 7th and 8th position, that's where Larry and Tony currently sit. So they are still able to break into that top 4, though it's going to be tough and other results will have to go their way. Let's look ahead to tomorrow then, 21 hours time. We're going to be joined another great quartet, David Cameron from Canada, England's Lorraine Winstanley. We have Richard Veenstra of the Netherlands and England's Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan. So Paul will try and extend his unbeaten record. We'll see how he gets on. As I say, 21 hours or so, we will be getting underway again. From everybody involved here at the GeoComply Remote Darts League, thank you for your company once again. And we're going to bid you a fond farewell until tomorrow, or indeed later today. Thank you.